We are in week 2 of spring training, and yeah, we all want the season to start already. I think we're all at the point now. We've seen enough baseball and spring training, meaningless ball. We want the real thing to start. But we can't always have what we want. So I'm here to break down this past week's Blue Jay games. Record-wise, it ain't great. But who cares? It's spring training. We can watch guys like Chris Bassett, and you can see Kevin Gausman lit up in a game. And does that mean he's going to be terrible? Of course not. But you got to take some positives and look at some negatives and kind of get an idea of what's going on. Like for example, I look at the Blue Jays against the Pirates winning 8-4. And do I look at Vladdy going 1 for 2 in the game and Bo going 1 for 3 and be like, oh, they're so back. They're even better. No, they got a hit in spring training. Good for them. However, this guy, was it Brian Serven? Yeah, have a day. Look at me, that third catcher, and he goes out there and goes 2 for 2 with a home run and 5 ribs. Those are the type of stories you want to talk about. He was awesome in that game against the Pirates. Offensively, Nathan Lucas went 2 for 3. Team had 15 hits overall. Whatever. Pitching-wise, you saw some good stuff. Yusei Kikuchi was dominant. Clean 2 innings of work. Allowed 1 hit. Struck out 3. He was awesome. Again, doesn't mean anything, but good. Chris Bassett, clean couple innings, allowed 1 hit and nothing more. Jordan Romano, clean inning of work and a strikeout. Chad Green, clean inning, a hit and a strikeout. Jimmy Garcia and Tim Meza weren't their greatest. Genesis Cabrera weren't their greatest, but who cares? I really don't care at all. All right, now let's get to the fun stuff because the losses started to kick in, and that's where you got to try and draw positives from. The Jays play the Tigers next, and well, offensively, Ernie Clement 3 for 3, stay hot, and Daniel Vogelbach went 1 for 2 with a walk and scored 2 runs, so stay hot there. Good for him. We'll talk about Garrett Cole in a second. Elvis Martinez 1 for 3, had a couple RBIs. Alan Roden hit a home run. He had 2 RBIs, and that's a guy that's really caught Jays fans organization-wise eyes wide open. Last year he was so good. And then this year, in the first couple of games of spring training for him, he goes deep and hits a 2-run shot. So good on him there. Anything else offensively to touch on? No, 6 hits total for the Blue Jays. They lost 6-4. But the big topic coming out of that Detroit game was Alek Manoah. In his first start back, I understand it's spring training, it means nothing, and he downplayed it after the game. But he was atrocious. Went an inning and 2/3, allowed 3 hits, 4 runs, all were earned, walked 1, I believe he hit 3. I understand it's the first start of spring training, but when your first inning is walk, hit by pitch, or no, I think it was single, hit by pitch, or something like that. It was an ugly start for him. Just all you can do is hope and pray that there was literally a hiccup and it was his first start back and get those jitters. I don't know. I got nothing for you. It was pretty ugly for Alek Manoah in that game. Anything else? Big positives? Zach Pop, clean inning of work, allowed 1 hit and a couple strikeouts. Hagen Danner, who was a big piece of that Buffalo bullpen last year and is one of the Jays' top 30 prospects. He went an inning, allowed a hit and a strikeout, nothing more. Yosfer Zuvaleta, he desperately needed that. That first game, he was awful. Him and Nate Pearson were putrid in that outing. He went a clean inning of work, allowed a hit and a walk, but nothing more. And that's really about it for the Tigers game. But the big talking point, obviously, Alek Manoah out of that one. Then, the Blue Jays win 3-2 over the Tampa Bay Rays. And this is what they do there. Bo with another hit. Who cares? Vlad with a hit. Who cares? And a walk. Good on him. Sure. Anything surprising? Nathan Lucas, another multi-hit game for him. Just because Nathan Lucas is hitting 500 in the spring doesn't mean he's going to be the everyday outfielder this year. 6 hits total in the Blue Jays, 3-2 win there. But the pitching-wise got it done. And Paulo Espino. See, this is the problem, right, that I have with baseball fans. You see Paulo Espino, when he pitched today. Was it today he pitched? I swear it was today that he pitched. And he went a clean outing again. And he's been great in the spring. Does this mean this dude's going to take the... no, this dude is an old guy who is what? He's 37 years old. He has not been able to hold a roster spot in his career. He ain't finding it. Just because he's had some good spring starts, it's good AAA depth for sure. 2 innings of work, 3 Ks and a walk for him. What else we got here? Trevor Richards threw an inning, allowed a couple runs. Again, spring training, whatever. A bit near the end, you want to see him start to throw up some zeros. Mason Fluharty, who is now one of the Jays' top 30 prospects, he's been pretty good in the spring so far. He went a clean inning of work, got a strikeout, nothing more. And that's all she wrote there for that game. You won 3-2 against the Rays. I guess it's a positive. Then you lose 5-0 to the Phillies. So what happened in that game? Well, offensively, he didn't score a run. So probably wasn't great. But Vladdy had 2 hits. He went 2 for 3 in the game. He hit 571 in the spring. Who cares? IKF got a hit. Leo Jimenez had a hit. 4 hits total for the Blue Jays. And that was it. Yikes. Jose Barrios, big one. 2 innings, 2 hits, and a strikeout. Nothing more for Jose. Great stuff. Mitch White, 2 clean innings of work. Struck out 1, but also walked 3. So there's that. Connor Cook, who again, like Mason Fluharty and Hagen Danner, one of the top 30 prospects, he went an inning of work, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, a strikeout, and a walk. Hayden Joinger, I butchered that. He's one again, another one like that. He went an inning, allowed a hit, a run, a strikeout, nothing more, and that's about it. Okay, on to the next one. This is spring training, people. It's kind of boring. You lose 8-4 to the Yankees, but there were some fireworks, and we'll talk about that briefly. David Schneider, 2 for 3 with a couple runs scored. He had a home run, good for him. And Daniel Vogelbach went deep off of Garrett Cole and enjoyed it. And Garrett Cole had some words after the game, and we're like, Garrett, it's a stupid spring training game. Just laugh at him and move on. He's got to take everything to heart. But regardless, whatever, Daniel Vogelbach goes deep off a right-handed pitcher. I mean, it's what we talked about when we got brought into the Blue Jays. He mashes right-handed pitching, albeit Garrett Cole is Garrett Cole, but it's a spring training start. Nobody really cares. But for his sake, on making the team, that made a really good case for him. So that was a big hit for him. It really, really was. That's probably why he felt good about it. 2 for 3 was Ernie Clement as well. Nothing really crazy else offensively. 10 hits total for the Blue Jays. Chad Dallas got the start, and he was good in his first outing. Yeah, not so great here. An inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, both were earned. A couple strikeouts and a walk, a lot of home run as well. Jordan Romano, cleaning of work, couple strikeouts. Chad Green, not as good in this outing, but Jimmy Garcia, Genesis Cabrera, Hagen Danner, all clean innings of work in their outings. So good job there from them. All right, in the last game, 2 more games, right? Because they played today too. Yeah, 6-2 loss to the Atlanta Braves yesterday. And offensively, again, anything that jumps out, nope, 6 hits total. Everything stunk. Chris Bassett, 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all were earned. Strikeout, give up a home run. Who cares? Yosfer Zuvaleta, again, back-to-back scoreless outings for him, so good job there. Bowden Francis, and boy, oh boy, I'm really liking this guy. I really am. 2 1/3 scoreless, no hits, 1 walk, 3 punch-outs. He was great. Zach Pop, 2/3 an inning, nothing doing there. Eric Pardinho, who I have been keeping an eye on for so many years in the minor leagues, really high prospect for the Blue Jays, had to deal with a lot of injuries over his career, and finally found a little bit of a home at the end of last season in Vancouver's bullpen, and he obviously faced one guy and got him out yesterday. So good on him for that. I got a soft spot for him, obviously, talking to him on Blue Jays Center once. It was a lot of fun. Great guy. Hopefully the best for him. Now, Nate Pearson, God, after that first horrific outing that he had, he threw a clean inning of work, had a hit and a strikeout, but nothing more, albeit that was in the 9th inning when there's probably a bunch of nobodies on the field. So, take that for what it is. Now, they lost today as well, 3-1 to the Red Sox, and they're now 2-7 on the season, but who cares? Alejandro Kirk had another home run. That is 2 home runs so far in the spring for Alejandro Kirk, so that's a positive sign. You'll take home runs as positives from your offensive player, your everyday offensive players, that's for sure. 7 hits total for the Blue Jays. And again, Paulo Espino, 2 scoreless innings, allowed 1 hit and struck out 3. Good on him. Mason Fluharty, another clean inning of work. Walked a couple, but got a strikeout, nothing more. Connor Cook, clean inning. Hayden Joiner, cleaning of work for him. So great stuff there, Blue Jay fans. A lot of great bullpen stuff going on. But obviously, Alek Manoah is the big talking point. We all know that. So, we'll see. But for Jays fans, I know, spring training videos stink. I'm sorry, but I do them, and I do them all the time, so here we are. Okay? We'll get through them, though. We're into March, and we'll battle. We'll battle through it. All right, let's get to the schedule coming up now. So, they play today against the Red Sox. So, Jays fans, next time I talk to you, on Sunday next week, we'll be breaking down the Philadelphia Phillies game tomorrow, the Pittsburgh Pirates game on Tuesday. They don't play Wednesday. Thursday, they play the Detroit Tigers in the evening. And then they play the Yankees 1:07 on Friday afternoon. Phillies on Saturday at 1:05. Split squad on Sunday, Baltimore, both teams. So, I'll be talking to you guys post-game after that one, breaking down this past week of games. We are almost there, Jays fans. A couple more weeks to go before spring training is in the books and we get to watch meaningful baseball, but of course it's at the Trop to start the season. It is what it is. We'll get through it, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for baseball season to fully begin, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video. Your thoughts on this past week's games, positives, negatives, let me know all your thoughts down below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and of course, TikTok is down below, so follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors Edition Tuesday as they host the Pelicans at 7:30. I'll be going live on TikTok with that game, so go check out the link down below. And same with the Leafs, 7 o'clock puck drop tomorrow against the Bruins at Scotiabank Arena. I'll be going live during that as well. Check out the link, TikTok, down below. Can't wait. Jays Edition, I'll talk to you guys next Sunday, right, breaking down this past week's games, all right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for, March 28th, when Game 1 of the regular season begins at the Trop.